Hi, Matt Simon here. Today I'm going to do a lyrical analysis on Elton John's Daniel. The song was released in 1973 and the Vietnam War didn't fully conclude until 1975, so this was still ongoing at the time and must have been quite a raw and very real and relatable experience for a lot of families in America. First verse. Daniel is travelling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel. Must be the clouds in my eyes. So, Daniel is leaving for Spain on a plane, as we can tell, and clouds in my eyes, I was going to assume this means crying. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. Well, Daniel says it's the best place he's ever been. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. It's not explicitly mentioned in the lyrics, but the song is about Vietnam War veterans returning from Vietnam to small town America. And these are generally younger guys, and they would have been drafted up or conscripted, so not necessarily trained soldiers, but they worked in the war. And obviously would have gone through and seen some horrible things and were suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And this was not as recognised back then or as well treated. The veterans were left to basically fend for themselves. So they would have come home and faced adulation or animosity, depending on where they lived, and would have found it very hard to adjust back to the regular life they had beforehand. So the narrator of the story, who's the younger brother of Daniel, sees this enormous change in his brother, and the brother is quite distant, so he's saying, I miss my brother because he's left on a plane, but he's also saying that I miss him because he's not there emotionally, and it must be impossible for the family to understand what he went through and how to relate to him. Oh Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. The line, your eyes have died, but you see more than I. So this means his brother was blinded in war, so he's technically disabled. But you see more than I, so he said, because he's been through this horrific experience, he knows a lot more of the world. If you've seen the recent Rocket Man film, you know that Elton John wrote mostly the music in his hit singles and the music, and a songwriter called Bernie Taupin wrote the lyrics. Bernie Taupin has said that this was about a fictional character, and he used Spain basically because it rhymes with plane. So that's Daniel by Elton John. Let me know what you thought in the comments and any future suggestions of lyrics to analyse. Thanks.